Well, hello, hello, hello. It is time for eSeniors LMU Racing. This is a replay broadcast of our last race of the year, Le Mans. This is what LMU stands for. Le Mans, last race of the year was September 5th. That was like Friday, I believe. You can call me late, but you can't call me out. I was a little late with this rebroadcast, but I could not broadcast the last race of the season. And Our shortened season, we're starting a new season mid-September, a little bit late September. I think it's the 22nd. Maybe I'll throw that up at the end of the broadcast. But anyway, yes, Le Mans multi-class today. We're probably going to always finish with Le Mans because that's a long circuit, and that's what the game was made for. So, without further ado, let's do something a little bit different here. And I am going to give you our champions of the season. There he is, Mr. Brian Murray. First place finishes all around in his Porsche 963. Yes, sir, that is a clean slate. But in second place, Steve Young, mostly seconds. He challenged Brian every race, and I think you're going to see it again today. He was right up there. So even though it was a clean sweep by the Northern Irelander, Mr. Brian Murray, Steve Young is not far behind in that hypercar class. Bruce Hopkins was not far behind either. Lots of seconds, thirds, missed one race. Michael McLennan also did very well this season. So there we go. And probably I'm not sure if it's was that our first season in hypercars or multi-class or not, but the first big season anyway, because everybody was used to it. So that's, without further ado, let's jump into, I'm just jumping into the after post race statistics here, but that's what it is. So our champion in LM Hypercar is Brian Murray. In GT3 class, Stephen Howells is our champion. Look at that. He did very well early in the season. Didn't get a first place finish today in this stream, but second's not bad. Look at that. Stuart Packham, who challenged big time the whole time. Similar to the hypercars, Stephen Howells and Stuart Packham are the cream of the crop. Look at that Derek Bird, though. Lots of second place finishes. Didn't get all the races in. He was on holidays. That's one of the reasons for the shortened season, holiday season, and line us up for a September start to get us into Christmas for our next season. But look at that. Number 2, Christer Yacht, the Swedish king. Look at that. He did some great racing. He got a third today, second in the first race. That was enough to jump him just ahead of Lee Ellis. Actually, second, third, and fourth were quite close. Look at that, 208, 196, 192. Nice racing, you guys, in the GT3 class. I know the guys who are running GT3s just love it, although they're not loving the new tire model 100% just yet. Let's get rid of that screen, get back to me. Couple of announcements out there. What was I going to say? Oh, the sign-ups for season 20 are active. Generally the same setup as this year in terms of days, except that we're returning to 2 classes in ACC GT3, so everybody will be happy about that. You can see the lineup of the races in SimGrid, or tracks, I should say. I know people are going to be thinking about what cars they're going to drive. Especially in LMU, we got a few new guys in LMU. So let's get right to it. Let's get right to this race. 60-minute race. Most people have to do a pit stop. I think everybody has to do a pit stop. Let me get that game up there for you. Get rid of a few things here. And there we go. There is the race. So apologize for being a little late. Busy. Getting a few last rounds of golf in this year. Let's see if we can get to the start of the race here. We're going to be in hypercars. Hypercars first. As I do is we'll watch the race. Look at that, Brian Murray. Let's just look at Brian Murray is in the pole position, followed by Steve Young. Let's see if we can move the camera along to Steve Young. There he is in his great livery for the Sky 194. I think that's the only guy who has a new livery. Jose Alves is in third place, followed by Bruce Hopkins in that Hertz. I'm not sure if that's his own livery or not. Let's try and find McLennan there. There is Mr. McLennan in the Toyota, the black one there. And in the last place there is Stuart Charles. Nick Newcomb shows on the screen there, but I'm not sure if he's. Let's see if he started in the pits or something happened there. Oop. Nick Newcomb. Yeah, he is in the pits. I show up there, but that's not me. Now let's go to the GT3 class. Stuart Backham is the pole sitter. I told you there was some excitement going on there. Just going to get something going here up on my screen. Yep. Stuart Backham is up there in first place. In second, Steve Howells. Those are the guys we talked about. Let us look. I think that Mobile 1 is of Howells is a custom livery. And we know this guy for sure has his own livery. There it is, Mr. Christer Hjort in that big bad Mercedes. Next is D. I'm not sure what his name is. Castinko. Hold on there. Diego Casio. Diego Casio. Not sure where he's from. Diego sounds European, that's for sure. He is in a McLaren. That is his livery. We're going to have three McLarens all looking pretty similar. Lee Ellis, that is his livery, is next. I'm not sure if that is a custom one or not. It's a Puma on the side there. Probably is a custom livery. And you notice I'm going to show that there that their positions show up on the side of the cars. Okay, let's get back to Mr. Murray here. Just got to start the screen for the camera to change. Let's see, why did that not work? What is going on here? I can't pick the camera from the screen. That's not good. There we go. There is Mr. Murray. Not sure where the start is. Long track. I'm not sure if we did a Le Mans race last year. Very interesting track. I practiced it quite a bit, but I didn't have a chance to race because I was out doing something else again. Oh, pretty loud on the screen here. Let's drop that gain back a little bit. And here we're coming up to, no, we're not. Let's just scoot ahead a little bit. Don't think that's the green light just yet. There we come up the straight. Get it back to regular time. Let me find a better. Oh, no. Hold on. Let's go back a bit. There we go. This looks like a good screen. Who are we with? We are with Brian Murray. That's who we want for this start. And there he goes. Green. Mr. Murray got a great jump. Looks like Steve didn't get a good jump. Hopkins is right behind him. Alves is trying to come by him there. I got to drop this game down a little bit. There we go. Here we go. Looks like Steve Murray, but Young got through there. So it looks like everybody is doing okay. Nicely lined up. Look at that track. That is a great view of that track. We're going to go back and look at the GT3 GT3 start in a second. There they go. There they go. All right, that is the start for the hyper class. Let's get going here and find the start for the GT3s. I think they're a little out of position there. There we go. Green, green, green. Looks like Backham is going to get Owl, or Owl's going to get Backham. Look at that side by side. Bunch of side by sides there. Wow, they're still side by side. Backham stays in the lead. Howells is in second. Christer's in third. Lee Ellis is in fourth. Wow, look at that start. Let's just stay on with Howells here. We'll stay with GT3 for a bit. Look at that. Isn't that exciting? Beautiful track view of Le Mans. I think they did a little bit of extra graphics on Le Mans, if I'm not mistaken. There's Howells. Let's see what get inside Howells' car. That's pretty loud here, isn't it? Let's just drop that down just a little bit more there. That should be better. Okay, there we go. Let's take a quick peek to see how the Murray is doing. There's Steve Young. Hold on. There's Steve. What Steve's seen, he is a second back. Jose is a second back of him. Let's just stick with Steve. This is what we've been seeing all season. Steve can stick with Brian, but he just can't get by him. Oh, look at that. That is poetry there. That is poetry. He can stick with Brian, but he can't get by him. That is the phrase for the season 19, I'm telling you. And look at that. Top four guys are in Porsches. Looks like Porsche is the car to drive in multi-car, an LMU, I should say. And back here, let's take a look at McLennan. He is right up there on Hopkins. Stuart Charles is not that far behind, and I think Nick didn't really start. Oh, there's a big lockup. There's some gravel. Oh, something happened there. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Where are we? This is exciting. Let's just back this sucker up a little bit here and see what happened. Things are going to spread out. I took a quick peek at a few of the who got excited there. That was Hopkins got a little wild on that, and then I think a little bit more happens coming up here. So these long straights on Le Mans. And this second chicane is a bit more exciting than the first one. I'm sure they've all got names, but can't remember them. See what happens here. There's a big lockup on Hopkins. He goes wide. So does Alves. And McLean is nice and smooth. So he may be able to, whoa, that's not what I want. This is what I want. Look at this. 3 cars together. Alves, McClellan on the outside. Big long straight again. Woo, look at those sparks. Everybody's running big downforce there, but everybody stayed in the same order. Let's go back on board with Hopkins. Oop. Or Alves, I should say. And McLennan. Back up at the front. There is Steve on Murray. Okay, let's take a quick peek, see what's happening with GT3. I'm going to stop that so I can just jump over to GT3. There is back on me. He is close to Howells, like I mean close. Look at this. He's taking a peek. Trying to get by him. I forgot already who won this race. But Stewart is on top of Howells. He's really trying to get by, as is Diego. Stewart dropped back just a little bit and getting back to Steve Young. there is Steve, a second and a half down. Alves, these three guys, Alves really sticking to Hopkins like glue also. They're just going to keep moving back and forth between these guys. Krister's hanging with the big boys too. The GT3 class is pretty close. There's Stewart. Now I'm not sure how any of these cars really excel at top speeds to see who can gain time in these long straights at Le Mans. 60-minute race. 60-minute race. How is Steve doing? Steve's caught up a little bit. Get on board with Steve. Let's see how he's doing. Brian made a mistake. Steve, see, this has been the story of the whole season. Steve just getting close, but just can't get ahead. And back here, Alves is still on top of Hopkins. McLennan's not far behind, just hitting in there, hanging in there. Look at this long straight. Not sure if the Porsche takes off on the straight. Let's just see on this next one. Coming out of the corner, he is 1.4 seconds back. Let's see if Brian pulls away at all in this next straight. 1.5, 1.6. Pulling away a little bit. Maybe the Porsche has a bit of an advantage there. Steve definitely tries to catch up on corners, that's for sure. Made up a couple of tenths there, but on the exit he lost a tenth. All right, where are we with Packham and Howells? Looks like Krister's dropped back quite a bit. Ellis is there, so is Diego. But this is definitely the closest battle right here. That and Young. Oh, knocks out a pylon there. Does Howells. Just trying to stay ahead. And let's see how Steve is doing. He's hanging in there still in that 1.2 range. Alves is still in the same. He is on Bruce Hopkins' case. He's just pressuring him big time. We are about 9 or 9 minutes into the race. Look at that downforce throwing those sparks out. There's Young. It's coming around the mountain. Here he comes. Look at him sliding. Is he sliding? Let's take a peek inside here. See if he's actually sliding. This is an interesting set of corners here in on Le Mans. Right here, you got to be careful of this corner. It creeps up on you. This little chicane is a little bit tougher than it looks. This is the one that's tougher than it looks. That one creeps up on you. Whoa, see, there you go. He had slip coming out of that corner. He pushes so hard, Steve, on the edge of adhesion. There you go. That's my favorite phrase again, the edge of adhesion. Oh, back here, Alves. Alves, he is challenging Hopkins big time. I'm going to back that up slightly to see where that happened. There he goes. Where does he get the advantage? Here he comes. I dropped it back just slightly. And I'll get on board with him. Oh, this is where he gets it right here. Wow, look at that. He's coming right up against him. There's another little waggle on Hopkins. Wow, right on the edge. Right on the edge there. His tires were screaming. Now he's catching up. Here comes those important corners coming up. Let's watch that from here. Right on his tail. Hopkins is feeling the pressure. Wow, I got a good exit there. Did Alves. Now he's right behind him. Right behind him. He's going to get a drag there a little bit, I hope. Here he comes. He's taking a crack at it. Oh, he just had to back off, I think. He was right on his tail. Right on his tail. This is a battle, big time. How is Packham doing? Stewart's still a second back on Howells. There it is. There it is right there. Let's get back to Alves. 2 Porsches duking it out here. Beautiful graphics on Le Mans. Look at that graphics package right there. Have I got anybody saying in the chat, oh, wait a sec, we can't go away from this. Here he goes. Here he goes. Is Jose going to make it stick? Yes, he is. Beautiful pass. Very nice pass there. Alves takes over from Bruce Hopkins. Now let's see if he can stay ahead and whether McLennan can catch up with him. Already Alves has opened up almost a second lead. Steve Young looks like he's dropped back slightly. No, he's still in that 1.5 range. Wow. How is Stewart doing? Stewart is there. Christer's fallen back. You can see the leaders, but he has not made it. Listen to the sound of that Mercury. Listen to the sound of that Mercury. Now, Diego is not that far back from Lee Ellis, who's catching up with Christer a little bit. Oh, Diego just about lost it there in that McLaren. Let's see what that McLaren looks like. There is a beautiful car there. If ever I owned, got a hold of $100,000, that is what I would buy with it. Take a loan out for the rest of it, I can tell you that. Looks like, who is 8? I'm just looking at the track map there. Stewart's only a second back. Let's see how Steve Young is doing. He's fallen back slightly. And Alves is pulling away on Bruce. He's up a second now. But McLennan is really close to Bruce now. Stewart, sorry I'm not on the in the race there with you. 32 seconds back, but I'm undecided whether I'm going to do multi-class next year. Hoping a few more people sign up in our category. I know we're slower than the rest of the guys, but hey, it's fun. I still think multi-class is a lot of fun. And Steve has fallen back a little bit. How is Diego doing? Back here, and there is Ellis and Diego. He's only in a second behind. He's catching up a little bit on Ellis. And Stewart is still keeping touch with Mr. Howells. Christer's hanging in there in third place. Ooh, somehow I hit the free cam by mistake there. Oop, that's not what I want to do. I'm not sure how to get out of free cam. There, I'm back out of free cam. Let me sneak a little peek at free cam again. That is free cam. Take a look at the inside of this car. Look at Diego's crotch there. I'm going to take a quick hitch up in the sky a little bit. Take a look at Le Mans. Big sweeping corner here. Let's just stay with this a little bit. Take a look at what Le Mans looks like. We're in free cam mode. Coming up to a series of little chicane. This is pit lane entry, if I'm not mistaken. Where is it? Yeah, that was a little bit back there. It was pit lane entry, I think. Forgot. No, that's not. This. Where is pit lane entry? Sorry, I'm moving it around a little bit. We're coming down the straight. Pit lane entry is where? There is pit lane right there. I forgot where you get into it. You just keep it up here, watching this track. Packham is within a second of Howells. We'll get back to that in a second. But like I say, it's fun to kind of look at Le Mans. And we're coming up to couple one of, look at that. That looks like a nice convention center there or something. Or a, that's a stage. Le Mans Métropole. That could be a soccer field or something. Oh, let's get over. Here is the straight. Let's get over sideways a little bit. There's the big long straight. Howells is maintaining a 1 second lead over there. That's Howells we're looking at. And there he goes into this chicane. That's the easier one. At the end of this next one, it's a little bit harder, I think. Or is it the other way around? I forget. Looks like this part of these are roads, I think, or just different parts of tracks. Not sure if these are public roads or not. Here comes the second chicane at the end of the next long straight. Now this is a bit easier. That first one's a little tougher. This one you can come out through it a little bit harder. And we're almost through here. I'll get back to the hypercar in a minute. Oh, we lost our track map again. Oh, maybe it'll come back when I get out of this mode. I wanted to see when we're going to get traffic. Here he comes. It's a little bit of a bend, and then slam hard on the brakes because you've got a 90-degree corner here to worry about. Oh, we're going to hit some trees again. I'm trying to get above the trees here. Oh, there we go. Getting close to the end of this whole lap. Quite a long lap. Forgotten how long it is, actually. This is a tricky corner right here. You got to make sure you don't take this one too fast. Then you're coming down to these. There's a big sweep. Oh, that's a sharp little right-hander. There's a big sweeping left-hander coming up. This is almost a full circuit here. A couple of little bends, and then there's a big sweeping right-hander that you can take quite fast. Just got to tap on the brakes a little bit. At least lift. There's a little brakes, you can hear it. And this one is a very quick. That's the first quick one. This one's not so quick. You got to be very careful in hypercars. You don't go overcook this one. GT3, look at that. Stewart's just powering through that one. And here we come to, that's the pit entry right there, I think. Nope. We missed it again. Here comes this tough little chicane. The first part of it's very sharp. Or no, this is the one that's really sharp. Here it is. Very sharp. Look at that. 90 degrees. Get around it. And we did a full circuit there. All right. There we go. So, what are we up to here with Steven? Steven is back a second and a half. That's the story of his life. He just can't get ahead. And I don't know if Brian plays with him or not. But look at this. Alvin McLean is caught up to Jose. Bruce Hopkins dropped behind by, did McLennan, did he catch up? Yes, it's fine. We don't have that many passes here. Let's find out where McLean passed Jose, or Bruce. There he is. He's behind him now. Oh, passed him. Passed him. Here it is. Is it a mistake that Bruce makes? Let's just get on the circuit here. So he is a second back right here. Look at that downforce. McLean's in fifth place. Oh, Bruce went off. Okay, we'll find that. We'll find that back here. Let's get on board with Bruce. It's just maybe we'll get in his cockpit. What happened? What happened, Bruce? Lock up, probably. Yeah, big lock up at the wrong time. Oh, that's what did him in. That's what did him in. All right, let's see what kind of pace he has. See if he can catch up with McLennan. Doesn't look like he does. McLennan there is now. That might be pace that McLennan has. There is Steve. Steve's got that 1.3 seconds. That's about as close as he's been for quite a while. Excuse me. How is Stewart doing on Brito? Same old thing. He's within a second and a half and can't catch up. He needs to have a mistake. And as we know, we've been around long enough in the eSeniors. We don't make mistakes too often anymore. The mistakes that happen are typically a little touch, a little paint rubbing here and there. Get back to Steve. Let's get back to McLennan. McLennan's 2 seconds back. 2 seconds back. I am going to jump ahead a little bit because we don't want to spend the whole hour on this. Oh, wait a sec. We can't get too far ahead here. Look at that. Looks like McLennan catches up big time. Jose's under pressure from the big bad boy from Detroit, I believe. Or Michigan. I forget where. Somewhere in Michigan. Michael McLennan has racing experience. If you haven't seen already, there is a channel with driver interviews on the YouTube channel for eSeniors, and Michael McLennan was one of the early driver interviews. And I'll jump on board that in the fall when I have more time, when I'm back down in Arizona. Michael McLennan catching up. Just jump quickly to Steve Young here. See how close he is? He is 1.4 seconds. Bruce is falling further behind in the hypercar. We'll watch. Oh, a little wiggle from Alves on the entry there. And Stewart's going to take it, or Michael's going to take advantage of it. He has got the momentum, I believe. No, they're side by side. Side by side. And McLennan takes the inside track and gets that spot. He is in third place, but Jose's coming back. He's coming back. Whoa, sorry, where is Alves? There he is. He's coming back on him. He's not giving up that spot so easy. That's a podium spot. He's going to try hard. Don't lock up. It's a big, long race. Lots of speed coming out of that corner, went a little wide. Looks like he's catching up on the long straight. Is he going to make it happen? This is what these long straights for Le Mans are all about. There he goes. He takes a look. Is he going to make it stick? Is there side by side? He's got the inside. McLennan on the outside, then on the inside. And Jose goes wide and hits the curb. That is fun racing right there, folks. Now he's going to try it again. He's got another long straight. I don't know if you get a tow in hypercar. I wish they would enhance that a little bit. Looks like he's gaining again. This is a Porsche on a Toyota. Those Porsches are fast. He's been a little tentative here through this chicane. Oh, McLennan looked like he took a little bit of a wiggle. Did he lose traction there? We're going to have another straight of course. I lost the track map again. God damn it. At some point we're going to get traffic. I'm not sure when. How is Mr. Young doing? Just quickly jump over to there. He's still... Look, they both slid there. We are about 20 minutes into the race. We'll take a quick peek at the GT3 class. Oh, we just caught Stewart, went wide. Just back that up a little bit. What happened there? There's Packham. He's trying to catch up to Howells. He knows he needs to catch up. This is the Lamborghini on a Lexus. We just saw him went a little wide somewhere. Look at that. That's just a lift and power through. You got to be very careful on this corner. not to take it too. Well, that's not the one he had a problem with. Look at that. Just, you can hear those tires. This is, hit the grass for a second there. That could have been disastrous. He's lucky he only lost a little bit of time there. So that is what happened there. Here is Steve still. He's down 2 seconds. Alves on McLennan. He is not giving up. This is a race. This is a race. We've got action all the way through. I thought I was going to be able to skip through a little bit here. Hopkins is 3 seconds back. I am going to give Mr. Charles some love. There is Stewart. There you go in that Valreiki Aston Martin. I'm not sure if that car is the one to drive. It has a fixed wing. You cannot change the wing angle on that car. So that might be something that makes you decide not to use that car. I know I didn't. I liked it, but it's very cool. Look at the inside of it. Look at that. Beautiful inside here. Let's show it a little bit more with free cam here. Oh, big bolster on the side of that one. Oh, what happened there? There is a camera in the windshield there. Oh, he's gone into the pits. Oh, let me get out of free cam. Let's just back it up to see where the pit entry is. He is going into the pits. Oh, it's way too far. Back. Somewhere around here. He is 19 minutes only into the race. There is the pit entry. Let's just see what it looks like. Oh, very strange entry. Look at that. Lots of corners. And there is the speed limiter line. And a big long stream. All right, let's go to Steve. Steve's still 1 second back. That's a bit early for a pit stop. We're 20 minutes in. Jose is right on McClellan. Here we go again. These two are just, McLennan hit that curb and went wide. Let's see if Jose is going to take advantage of it. He's trying. He's got a long way to go yet on that straight, so he's got a good exit. Side by side, these two are. Looks like Jose's got the advantage. Yes, he does, going into the chicane. Beautiful. See, that little mistake by Michael made a big difference. Let's get on board with Michael now. Little mistakes. How's Steve doing? Steve is doing fine. 1.5 seconds back. He gained a half a second there somewhere. How's Stewart doing? Stewart's right up on Howell. Okay, folks, we've got some racing going on today. I thought I was going to be able to jump through all this because there wasn't going to be any action, but I can't. What? It's great action, actually. Now, people have been talking about the tire models, and on the GT3 side, you can drift the car a little bit, but apparently it's a little, look at that way that Steve just goes on the edge of it. Steve, you might want to change cars because you certainly are extracting everything you can out of that Ferrari, but you just can't seem to catch Brian. As we know, and let's watch Brian a little bit in his cockpit, he is as smooth as silk. Now he has the car to do it. Let's take a quick peek inside the Porsche's cockpit. Just watch Brian, how smooth he is. But that's part of it is the car. Steve has to extract all he can from that Ferrari. Now he may have some very loose setups. We know Steve does his own setups. There is the Porsche, the way it looks. All right, that's how that looks. And how is Alves and Howell's going? Well, Oh, we missed the pass there. Okay. Get back on with McLennan. Something happened here. Get back a little bit here. So McLennan's quite far back. Looks like Jose made a mistake somewhere. There he is, ahead. This is a great battle between these two. Just a tiny mistake somewhere causes this to change. Oh, Jose just went a little wide there. Here he comes. Here he comes. There goes McLennan on the start-finish line. Hope I didn't go back in. Did I go back in time? We're seeing some passes. I think we saw this pass before, didn't we? Maybe we did. Let's jump ahead here. Well, this is where Alves is right behind him again. There he is. And Steve is 1.5 seconds behind. That's the story of the game. Stewart fell behind here a little bit on Howells. He might have had a little bit of a wiggle somewhere too. Krister 13 seconds back. Let's do some rundowns here. This is Mr. Howells in the Mobile 1. And he is number 1 on the track. There is Stewart coming right behind him. Looks like we've got some lights. We're going to have a little bit of a dusk race here. There is Krister in 3rd place, 13 seconds back. The big bad Merc. And there is Diego in the first of the McLarens. Welcome to the group, Diego. Lee Ellis is 8 seconds back and another Merc. Now that AMG, I'm not sure if that is a custom or not. Whoa, looks like Ed Jones. Oh, now we're getting here. Okay, we've got some excitement here. Get on board with Steve. There's some traffic coming up. There is, see if Steve can make up some time because of traffic. It looks like he did. He's within a tenth of within the second. Now let's see if Brian can pull away. Let's what that Porsche can do. Looks like he pulls away. Look at that. I just think that Porsche has a bit more on the straights. Steve, that's why Steve can't catch up. But yeah, we're coming into some traffic for these guys. So where was I? I was on with Ellis, I believe. There is Ellis. And Jones was 2 seconds back. I think these guys got a little bit messed up with the hypercars. And last but not least, never least, is Danny Britos. I think Britos went into the pits, did he not? All right, Stewart's 3 seconds back. So that race has gone by the wayside a little bit. Now Steve was within a second. He came back. He's within a second. And there's traffic up ahead for Brian. He's going to be able to get through it on the straight, of course. As is Steve, I think. Yes, he is. That's Krister. He's passing. Oh! Krister made a double move there. Just stay in the same spot, Krister. Yeah, wow. That was a little dangerous. Steve just kept to the same line, thank God. All right, so Brian is going to be catching up with someone. Wish I could get a track map again. Yeah, can't get the trap map back. Can I put the... I don't get the car status either. Whoa! Almost lost it there, did Steve. But he didn't lose too much time, thank goodness. Look at that steering angle, just turning his hands all the way around. We haven't looked inside the Ferrari, have we? Let's take a quick peek inside the Ferrari. Beautiful steering wheel on that Ferrari. I think you can buy one of those, put it on your own rig. Got strategy. Oh, listen to those tires. I love those thumb wheels. He's got 2 thumb wheels there. 3 thumb wheels. Look at that. What are they labeled? I can't see. He gets on the straight. Oh, there's some traffic coming up. Murray's by him. That's Stewart. And here comes Hopkins. Get out of this mode. Let's see how Murray gets by Stewart. Hopkins. Is he going to make it by this time? Right here? Yes, he does. Here comes Steve. And he's going to be okay also. All right, they got by all the traffic. That's the leaders in the GT3 class. Steve's only a second back. We're going to stay with this for a little bit longer. Trying to look at what some of those thumbnails say. Looks like the vertical one above his thumbs are traction control. Oh, wait till he gets on. Oh, there's another back marker. Traction control gain and traction control closed, I guess. Really can't see it. I can't see all those things. All right, there he goes. And what do we got going on with Jose and McLean? Just hang on here, see if Murray. See, Murray, he's 0.6 seconds starting out here. Let's see if the Porsche pulls away. Just barely. Is he getting a tow? Is Steve getting a tow? He's not getting much of a tow. Staying 0.6 behind. Let's see if he can come out of these corners with a little advantage. Very smooth for Steve. And he just maintains the same time. Let's stay on him here. Let's stay on with him here. 0.7. Lost a little bit there. The headlights are starting to kick in a little bit. These two guys are just the cream of the crop. Look at that. There's 26 seconds ahead of McLennan. And Jose is not letting McLennan take off. That's a good battle between those two. And Hopkins is not far behind right here. So any mistake on the part of these two will result in Hopkins being jumping on there. All right, let's get back to Stewart. Okay, now we've got traffic. This is Michael McLennan coming up to the traffic now. Let's watch this happen. Oh, they're on straights. And Jose's going to be okay too. Is Hopkins going to be okay? Yes, I think so. McLennan coming up to 2 different cars. That's Howells. He's past the back marker in the GT3, I think. Now Jose. Oh, look at that. Oh, we got to take another peek at that. I don't know if that is nice. Jose, I'm going to look at the track here like this. So McLennan comes up and gets stuck behind Howells, I think. Let's just see how it happens. There's McLennan right here. There's Howells up ahead. Just for some reason, it's right in this corner. McLennan doesn't want to go by on the right, and Alves just, and he gets through. Of course, now McLennan comes back. He's coming back. That is a nice, interesting sequence. We'll take a peek to see if Stewart gained anything there. There's Hopkins going by. Stewart didn't gain very much there. Where are we? Jose. No, not Jose, but McLennan. Oh, McLennan won't be happy about that. Oh, this is quite a race here. We're half an hour into it. We're only halfway, folks. Wow. This is cool. This is cool. And is McLennan catching up here? Yes, he is. These two guys are very evenly matched. Just a small. Oh, McLennan's going into the pits. Into the pits halfway through the race. That is interesting. We'll have to see how that works out. And where does Jose do it? So now Steve is got a 1 second lead there. Why have I got Hopkins on this? Oh, sorry. That's okay. Hopkins is not that far behind Jose. Let's see where McLennan comes back out. And Steve is now 1.3 seconds back. How are we doing in the GT3 class? There is Stewart. He is a perennial 1.5 seconds back. Back here we've got Diego 4 seconds back from Krister. Ellis is 8 seconds back. Jones is not that far back, but again, he is not catching up. Let's take a quick peek inside the McLaren. There is the McLaren 720. That is the racing wheel you can get in Fanatec, I believe. That is exactly the Fanatec wheel that you can get. Not a very expensive wheel either. That's what it looks like inside the McLaren. There's some button box. And that is his battery, I think. Bosch battery. Look at the detail and all this. Does he have a camera? That's a camera there. Maybe it's photo radar for the cops. There we go. Let's get out of the free cam. All right, Stewart is caught up a little bit on Howells. Look at that. He's a second back only right now. And let's not forget about Steve. Steve, lost another second there. Something happened. So we'll get on board with Packham because Packman is chasing down Howell. Let's look at that Lambo. Did we look at the Lambo inside? I don't think so. Oh, that's ugly looking colors on the Lambo. I don't really like the steering wheel. Look at that. Now it's getting dark, so maybe that is part of it. Oh yeah, there you go. It's nice and yellow. The perspective on that button box is a bit weird. There we are. Very plain Jane screen. Got the RPMs on it though. Can I go backwards? I want to see what whoa. Does a Lambo look like? He's got no wheels. That is hilarious. Look at that. Oh, he's really caught up with Howells though. I'll have to take a look and see if that happens with all the cars. He's levitating there. And that Stewart has his own livery. Maybe that's part of the issue. Let's take a quick peek from here. Has he got his own livery? I don't think so. Oh, excuse me. The big yawn. Iron Links. No, I don't think that's a livery. But he is definitely sticking with Howells. And has Jose is still out there. McLennan is now a minute back. Boy, those are long pit stops. So once Jose pits, we'll have to see what that undercut that McLennan did for him. Ooh, look at that. That's just a way of taking that corner, though. He's taken that corner before that way. Look at this speed, eh? Let's take some quick peek at different views. Look at there's a hood view. I sometimes drive in this mode because the view from inside the car is quite. Watch this, going through this corner right here. Look at that. There's an interesting sound. Those are all the views you have inside. And you want to see what sitting on the hood, looks like at 320 kilometers per hour. That is what it looks like, folks. And we're going to slam on the brakes. There we go. Not a very realistic view, although maybe that's a realistic view for a camera. How is Steve doing? He's dropping back. 3 seconds back. Let's see if Alves, where is he on the track? Let me take a quick peek here. He's quite a ways from the pit entry, but we'll follow him through here. Nicely done. Takes a while to learn Le Mans because it's such a long lap that as you only get a few chances at each of these corners, so you really have to spend the time. Is anybody there? Hey, Big Natty, how are you doing? Sorry, I didn't see you for a while there. You're watching with me, are you? You're going to make the leap to LMU someday? All right, here comes... pit lane is coming up soon. Let's see if Jose takes the pit this lap. How are you enjoying Le Mans, buddy? I should write down all the handles because I should know your names by now. Give me your name again. I'm going to start a list of what everybody's handles are on YouTube. Whoa! Okay, he's coming up to see if he's going to pit now. Because McLennan pitted quite a while ago. So, Big Natty, what's your real name again? And I'll start a list so I get to know everybody. Here it comes. Is this the pit? No, that was a pit entry right there. He's staying out. He is staying out. How is Steve doing? Steve is 2 seconds back. He lost some time there. He hasn't been able to make it up. How is Packham doing? There's Stewart. Stewart's doing just fine. Stewart's doing just fine. We are just under 40 minutes into this race. So long time to go yet. The only thing about Le Mans is that you get some time to relax on these long straights. Oh, here comes some traffic here. That is McLennan is back out again. How is he going to get by Howells? He has to stay behind, losing time there a little bit. Not a place to pass there. He'll take off right now. Nope, can't. Ooh, he caught him in a very bad spot. Now you can get by him because Howells is battling for first and second here. He's not going to let Howells by, that's for sure. There's just no room to pass there. But that must have unseated Howells a little bit because he did lose some time coming through there. Ooh, there's some... What is that? Is that Krister up there? No, that is... Krister is... lapping Danny here. See how he gets by him. Boy, that Mercury sounds loud. We got somebody else watching on the stream. Oh, that's Krister going into the pit stop. That's a smart move. Stewart coming around here. Neither of these two guys pitted. How about Jose? Nope, Jose's still out there. Oh, those tires are getting a little worn. 4 watching now on the stream. Say hello, you guys that are watching. You're watching LMU. You are watching eSeniors, a club of 50-plus-year-old drivers from around the world. We from New Zealand. We're from Australia. We are from Montenegro. No, we are from... not Montenegro. We are from... I'm just trying to think of that. No, the name escapes me too. Where's a bunch of us from Canada, a bunch from the U.S., a bunch from England, of course, some Northern Islanders. We had, like I said, a New Zealander. We've got some people from France. Portugal. We're all over the place. We've got about 50 regular racers. A lot more people in the club, but if you're being a looky-loo here in LMU, we've been racing LMU for quite some time now. We are also an ACC club. So Jose, I'm just waiting to see if Jose goes into the pits here. There is pit entry. No, he's not. Oh, that's not pit entry. Did he pass it already? This is pit entry. And here he goes. There he goes. They're going to have to watch to see how that McLennan's and Bruce Hopkins is right behind him. Oh, he caught up big time. Wow, Bruce is going to be, this is going to be an interesting pit stop. There is Steve Young is in the pits also ahead there. All right, where is McLennan going to end up? He took an early pit trying the undercut. He got stuck behind some traffic there. Now, Steve took an early pit. That's about 3/4 of the way in. Brian, I'm sure, has not pitted yet. Here comes Jose. Where is McLennan? There is McLennan. Where is Jose going to come out? He is slowly coming. And where is McLennan? He's coming around the mountain. Here he comes. And where is Jose? He's going to get on board there right now. Here he goes. Where's McLennan? Oh, yes, sir. The undercut did not work. Jose is way ahead. He's 20 seconds ahead of Stewart right now, if that's correct. So that did not work. McLennan got had some problems, but look at this. Hopkins is only 3 seconds back. Okay, now Steve is 34 seconds back. He has pitted. He's in the pits now. He is out of the pits. So this is our little battle right here. Okay, let's just go through everything. McLennan is 23 seconds back. Stuart Charles is in 6th place. So there is Mr. Murray. He has not pitted yet. Let's just stay with him. It's getting a little dark. Big Natty, are you gone already? You got to give me your name again. I want to start a list. Who else is watching? Oh, people snuck in and snuck out again. Oh, well, there's only 2 of us left. Not sure who you are. Second person. Let's just stay on board with Brian for a little while. Not sure if my sound is, haven't been checking my sound. Hopefully that turned out it was okay. Let's give it a little boost here. As Brian is coming up to pit entry in a few corners. These tires are complaining a little bit. This is pit entry coming up. Let's see if he's going to go in. He saw that Steve went in. Yes, he is. There it goes. All right. So there is Steve Young. Let's see if the undercut worked. Oh, he's trying hard to catch up. He knows he's got a chance here with Brian going a little bit longer than he. Let's just see how that turned out. Here is Brian going into the pit. He is stopped now. We don't get much of a pit stop graphic. Let's just see what we've looked at the Ferrari before. I'm going to just get outside the Ferrari here. Whoop, let's turn around. Has he got wheels? Yes, he does. Just a little bit further out. There is an interesting view. Oh, he's got no back wheel. Got a suspension though. That's funny. The controls are quite strange too. All right, let's get out of that view. Okay. So where is Brian? Is Brian on the move? Brian's on the move already, and he's 12 seconds up. I'm not sure what happens in pit stops here because that is a common occurrence that Brian is able to make up time in the pits, but geez, that's not good. Okay, so now that's a lot of time for Steve to make up. Now is Stewart. Stewart's right on top of Hopkins. And Krister is 60 seconds back. I'm not sure if either these two guys have pitted yet. We are 45 minutes into this 60-minute race, so if they haven't pitted yet, they need to. Oh, Howells went wide. His tires are getting worn. Here comes Stewart in the Lamborghini. He's got a flash. Look at that. He flashed him for some reason. Woo! There is Stewart. He's ahead. He finally ahead. But I don't think these guys have pitted yet. Wow, what a nice pass. Just a little wide mistake on Howells' part. Let Stewart get ahead. Now Howells has got to try and get it back now. You see how those cars skid just a little bit? In tire version number 1 of the tire model, he skidded a lot more than that. When they updated it, they tightened that up a little bit and they slide a little bit. But some of the expert drivers there are saying that it's unpredictable what happens when you're in a small drift. All right, now we've got a battle going on here. Where are they on the track? Well, they're coming up to pit entry soon. Let's see if one of them pits. Oh, that Mercury just coming around here. I love the sound of that engine. And Steven goes in. He saw the problems he had. Whoa, he went a little wide there. He saw the problems he had with his tires there, and he lost the first place because of it. Now Stewart's going to stay out for a while. And it's getting a little dark. We've probably got about 15 minutes left in the race. These tires have been out there for quite a while. Stewart will have to pit somehow because of his virtual energy. We can't see it on the screen here. I don't think, no, it doesn't show. But, okay, I'm going to quickly jump over to Steve. Steve is not able to make up any time. Wait a second. We've got Jose right behind Steve. Steve must have had a problem somewhere because Jose's right on his tail, so that's going to be something to watch. Now we're going to watch that, and we're going to watch Jose. There, I can see him in the back mirror. Something happened to Steve there somewhere. Jose's trying to get some clean air. This is the first time Steve's been under pressure. Get on board with Steve because he's got a GT3 car up ahead. So let's see how Steve can perform under the pressure. He's pulling away a little bit now. Got to get by some traffic. Not a great spot. Should be able to get by him coming out of this corner. Yes, he does. Let's see how Jose gets by him. He gets... Whoa, that was close. He almost oversteered right into him. All right, he is 2 seconds back. Let's get back on board with Stewart, and Howells is now 42 seconds back. That is a long pit stop. And is he going to pit? That is a whole lap. So that's how long a lap lasts, folks. A lap lasts, folks. We'll watch Stewart come around here in that nice Lambo. I don't think I'd buy a Lambo if I had the money. I just don't like the way they look. Oh, big news. Brad McKay and I got together a couple of days ago. Let him test drive some electric cars. He picked me up in his V10 Audi V10 Audi R8. Beautiful car, beautiful car. We gave it a little run there for a while. Wow, that thing goes. Brad, you should take a picture of that and show the guys. All right, let's get on board with Stewart. Is he going to go into the pits? Oh, he's quite a ways away yet. Let's just watch him again a little bit more. Yeah, we're waiting. This is the last little thing that can happen here in terms of oh, who's that car? Who's that behind? That is Howells. Okay, no, started behind. So I got a button here for car ahead, car behind, but it's within the same class. All right, Stewart's coming up, I think, to the pit stop entry area. Let's see what happens here. He's going to have to go in sooner or later. Be nice if he came out close. Here it comes. Not here, but right here. Gotta go in now. No, he's staying out again. Woo. Okay. Okay. All right, let's get back to a lineup here. So Stewart's in the lead. There's Brian Murray leading the hypercar class going by him. Give him a little flash. Thank you very much, he says. There is Steve Howells in second place after his pit stop. Krister is 20 seconds back. Let's get a different view of Krister. There is Krister from the helicopter view. Ed Jones is not that far behind. There he is. Diego is a whole minute plus behind. I'm not sure what happened there. And he's being chased a little bit by Lee Ellis's Mercedes. And there is Danny Britos just coming out of the pits again. I'm sure he's been in the pits once before. Now let's go to Brian Murray. There is Brian. He's in the pits. He's got a commanding lead over Steve Young, who's pulling away from Jose Alves, who is only 3 seconds back, but Steve can't make any mistakes. Bruce Hopkins is up there. Oh, no, that's, sorry. Yeah, there he is. He's only 2 seconds back from this group, so any kind of mistake is going to let Bruce Hopkins back in this game. He got stuck behind Howells, however. Speaking of Howells, Stuart Packham is still out there. I think he's got a pit. We are 50 or so minutes into the race. I'm not sure if he... pit stops are not mandatory in LMU. So I'm not sure if Stewart was able to get through here without a pit stop. It's getting a little dark. Let's see what it looks like from his point of view. Yeah, you can see it getting a little dusky. Stewart's quite a ways away from the pit stop now. Who is close? Well, the boys are close here. Alves can see Steve Young and Hopkins can see Alves, but they've got a big gap to make up for all those with not that much time left. We've probably got about 5 to 10 minutes. I can't tell because we're 56 minutes into the race, but that includes the warm-up lap, I believe. So I'm still wondering what's going on with Stewart here. Does he have to pit? Coming up very shortly to the pit lane entry. He goes off into the distance. Now he's going to come right by us. Here he comes in the Iron Lynx. A little bit of grass there. So on board with him now. is coming up to the pit entry. If he has to pit now, that's going to be very interesting in terms of the race finish. Because he's pitting at the absolute last minute. Here it comes. Here it comes. How can he get away with this? How can he get away with this? Wow, 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 wow. Did he pit early and we didn't know it? Maybe he pitted early. And that is just about it for everybody, you know. I'm going to sneak away here to everybody's got big gaps. Well, maybe not. Let's see how the gaps are here. Jose's 3 seconds back. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. Gaps are pretty much the same. Let's go to Stewart and see him, whether he goes into the pits here. This is pit lane right about here. He did not go into pits again. He must have pitted early, folks, and that Howell's battle with him was not over a pit stop. I am pretty sure that pit stops are not mandatory. So if he figured out a way of getting through the whole race with one tank of gas and then a virtual energy, then, or he pitted early, we did not notice because you can't keep track of pit stops in LMU. Well, let's just zoom along here because these gaps are not going to change. Well, let's get on board with Murray. Murray's already finished the race. Let's back up. Back up and catch him. Whoop. There is Mr. Brian Murray, the leader, the champion in that Porsche. Look at that. First in the race, first in the league. There he is. Coming around, just throwing that car around. See, Brian, he does not let up. He is there the whole time. Pedal to the metal. We are going to see his checkered flag, I think, right here. Great job, Brian, for the season. Steve's going to have to do some work to get that 1 second back. I bet you he changes. There is the checkered flag. Yes, Brian Murray. There you go. And let's just skip ahead to Steve Young. There is Steve Young in second place. Oh, we didn't catch his checkered flag. Let me back up. I want to get that checkered flag. Here he comes around the corner, throwing that Ferrari around the corner. In second place, Mr. Steve Young, otherwise known as Sky 194. Look him up on YouTube. He's got a number of followers, a large number of followers. There he goes. Here is his checkered flag. Is it going to change cameras angles for us? We didn't see his checkered flag. Oh, interesting. And Jose. And he is in third place. All right, let's go back to Stewart. Stewart's quite a ways back. There is Stewart. He is going to win in GT3. I'd forgotten here who is our champion in. Our champion is Steve Howells, who's in second place in this race. Stewart's going to challenge him next season if he can, because he missed a few races while he's further down in the league. Here he comes. We're going to see his checkered flag with the camera. These are automatic cameras, so I'm not sure which one is going to actually show the flag. So he's got a 35-second lead over Steve Howells. Somehow he got that. Oh, we're going to see him. There he is. There is the winner of the race. And Steve Howells coming through also. Steve Howells is our winner of the season 19. There you go, in second place, number 1 in the league. And in third place, there is Krister. Good, or second place in the season standings. Great job, Krister. I know he is loving GT3 LMU. He is a firm believer in it. He's actually given up on ACC. He is just broadcasting now, which is very nice of him. There he is, checkered flag for Krister, third in the race, second in the league. Well, there we go, folks. That is the end of the season for us. Let me find something to show you. We'll show you. I'll get rid of the race here. Let me get myself on the screen, maybe. There and there. There I am. All right. We are going to show you season 20. If I could find it on my... I'll find it in my... I think I got to go to... I will go to... I haven't downloaded the pictures yet, but I think I can find them in Discord. Just bear with me for 1 second. I'll find them in Discord. Well, thanks for watching all season. Thanks for the nice comments I get once in a while. And what was I going to say? Let's get the race announcements up. And I know we have got season 20 there somewhere. Where is that season 20 graphic? Just bear with me for 1 second because it's worth looking into. There we go. ACC GT3. Okay, let's go and look at that. Can I get it in web? There we go. All right, I can do this now. Upper screen, not the greatest view, but there we go. This is season 20. Misano starts September 27th. Well, it starts a little bit earlier than that for the sprint, but this is the Saturday race, ACC Championship, GT3 Championship, 50-minute races as usual. Misano, Zolder, Donington, Laguna Seca, everybody's favorite, Coda, Ricardo Tormo. What is that? What is Ricardo Tormo? Anyway, Silverstone is going to be a rain race. That is going to be fun. And finishing again, we're back to finishing with Bathurst or Mount Panorama. All right, that is the lineup for GT3. Let's find, oops, what did I lose there? Discord, back to Discord. I lost that. Let's find LMU. GT3, there we go. LMU, oh, no. LMU. There we go. Imola, Monza, Interlagos rain race. The rain is really fun in GT3. Bahrain is October 19th. Coda. Sebring, Algarve, and Qatar as the last race. So that is season 20 for this league. Anyway, that is it for me today. That was a long broadcast. Time to go put some pizza in the oven and have some lunch. Or dinner, I should say. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll get to season 20 starting September 22nd, I think, is the first race of the week. Thanks for watching season 19, and welcome back, everyone, to season 20. Make sure you sign up in SimGrid. I forgot to mention our sponsors. Our sponsors are Sim3D, makers of wonderful simulation equipment. And one of these days I'm going to take a look and give you a big long list. And why can't I think of the name of the new name? I'm going to go back to the screen. Where am I? Hang on. Just get that right. Refer Tech. That is our other sponsor. He's the same sponsor as we had before, but he's changed his name. All right. So that is it, folks. And we'll see you again next season in a few weeks. Bye for now.